Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of the Jiji podcast Jiggles. As always, my name is Yemi Kuti and I have here with me
Chamaka. Hello guys.
Okay, so if there's one thing we've missed since the pandemic hit, I'll be honest with you, I've missed the cinemas. And I've heard a lot of people argue that, we had Netflix, but I don't think it was quite the same thing as being in a cinema.
No, it wasn't.
What is one thing you've missed most about being actual in a cinema watching a movie?
The fact that everyone is laughing, everyone is enjoying the movie all at once, the loud
cheers, the jazz, having the same feelings and emotions with so many other strangers.
Yep.
And also, I'm sure, like those intimate dates where you're with your loved one, eating off the same popcorn and all of that. The good news is that lifestyle is back. Our cinemas have now reopened. And so today we're going to be speaking about the top 5 movies we're excited about going to see in the cinemas now that cinemas are back open. So for me, the number one movie I can't wait to see once it hits the cinemas, this is judging by the amount of blitz and publicity they're doing all over my social media tier. Like, I can't open Instagram without seeing this movie's poster posted by a celebrity or an influencer. It is none other than Rattlesnake, which, as we hear, is going to be directed by none other than Ramsey Noah. I'm still not sure why it is called Rattlesnake. From the synopsis, I don't believe it has anything to do with a snake. It follows the life of a young boy, Hannah, who gets caught up in a web of organized crime, gang violence, and all of that. And it looks like, judging by the fact that it's being directed by Ramsey Noah, I don't think I've seen any Nollywood movie yet. Personally, I've not seen so many of them, but which has been directed by Ramsey Noah. So this is one I'm looking forward to seeing. Next, also sticking with Nollywood, I can't wait to see this movie. I saw the first one, King of Boys.
I can't wait to see the movie too. Like, the first one was mad, it was lit.
Wow, this was the first time we're seeing some of our music stars actually being in movie roles. I'm talking about Reminisce, Iblis, and of course the old guys who were in one are also going to be in King of Boys 2. We're talking about Shola Shobowale, we're talking about Jide Kosoko, we're talking about Osaz. Who else can you remember that was there? Acting?
Yes,
yeah, I hear she's going to be in this new one.
A new movie.
Yeah, the King of Boys 2. And some people would argue that King of Boys on Netflix is the best Nollywood movie they've seen on Netflix. So you can imagine how excited we are to see the part 2.
This is why we never say his name out loud, lest he confuse us for one of his enemy and come after us. You want to know his name, but you are afraid to ask, Abi? Then let me whisper it in your ear so it doesn't hear us.
And so the third movie, which we can't all wait to see once it hits the cinema, is coming to America too. I mean, we all watched the first installment and we all loved it. This came out all the way in 1987. I'm 100% sure that Chiamaka wasn't even born then. That's because I wasn't born, but I watched it. And in this part 2, it follows Prince Hakim is now set to become the king of Zamunda,
honoring his father's death.
Yes, and he then just discovers that he has a son in America who he was unaware of. And so his dad's dying wish was that he was going to crown a prince, and so he has to then go to America in search of this son. So it's looking like it's going to be an interesting movie. And do you know who they say is going to be live in this movie?
Our very own Davido. Thanks to Jiji.ng.
So the fourth movie is basically a cult classic. I mean, it's 007 No Time to Die. Are you a fan of the 007 series? You're not. What about the Mission Impossible series?
No.
What about the Fast and Furious series?
No.
What are you a fan of? But yeah, for 007 No Time to Die, it's going to be Daniel Craig's last installment as 007. And so this is something in itself is going to be interesting to watch, and it introduces us to the Oscar-winning actor Rami, who is acting as the villain in this movie. It's also going to be introducing us to the next 007, which nobody wants to miss out on. So yes, the fifth movie making our list for movies we can't wait to see once it hits the cinemas, although this has hit the cinemas, is Mulan.
It is my duty to fight.
Which is the movie adaptation of the cartoon we all watched while we were growing up and which we all fell in love with. So basically, it's following the life of this girl called Mulan who
decided to follow the steps of her father into becoming a warrior. But then in her village, a girl child is not meant to be a warrior.
Okay.
But she decided to, her father was ill.
Okay.
So she decided to fight for her father in his place. So.
Okay. And so which do you tend to like? Do you like, because I know there's so many cartoons now that they've been making the movie adaptations for. There's been Lion King, there's been The Jungle Book. What do you tend to prefer? Is it the cartoon or the movie?
Movie.
You prefer the movie?
Yes,
I personally, I don't know. I don't need to sound like a big, but I always seem to prefer the cartoon. But anyway, that's it from us. These are the 5 movies we can't wait to see in the cinemas once the cinemas reopen. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye from us.